I want to jump in and say real quick that I'm going to be releasing 2 videos today because the other one was supposed to be scheduled for like the middle of the night last night, so it was up during the morning, and I fucked it up and set it for tomorrow. So this one was supposed to come out today, so it will still come out. But that's why there's 2 videos today. But I'm saying this as well that as soon as this goes live, I am also live on Twitch. Um, and I will be live on Twitch pretty regularly now. I'm getting back into it. So if you guys want to stop in and say hi whenever I'm up, then by all means, go ahead. I would love to talk to you guys. But don't feel like you need to. If you just want to sit there and watch the videos, by all means, you could just sit there and watch the videos. But this is just a live format of what's going on. And you can get kind of a better look into what I'm doing. So that option is there. Also, my Discord is again still up. The link to that will be in the description. You can join that if you want. It has more to do with you guys than it does with me. It's basically just kind of a hub for people to talk. So, yeah. Other than that, I've got nothing else to say, so I'll let you guys watch the rest of the video. Quick change of subject. um, there was a comment on, I believe, episode 3 of, oh god damn it, I was gonna pull it because I thought the sprite was done, but there is Pirate Queen Ram now, so never mind. One sec. Ooh, that's a lot of bullets. Can these still drop the white bags?
I believe so, yes.
Wait a minute, that's actually sick then. I thought they just dropped the mystery puzzle, so. Anyways, let me open up this because I keep asking for, like, people to, ask me questions and stuff, and it finally happened. And I did say to ask for anything. So, I think it's episode 2, actually. Here we go, episode 2. Fergus Morehouse. Any question to give you something to talk about for episode 4 or 5. Have you had any paranormal experiences? If so, did it significantly change your life? And if not, what's your opinion on the supernatural / paranormal in general? Oh. Someone getting in trouble.
I'm back.
Also, shout out Brandon Ouellette, who just commented, I don't know why I love this so much, on episode 4 of the NAE. Trust me, bud, I don't understand why people watch it either. Anyways, back to the question at hand. When it comes to paranormal stuff, I have no idea what to think. I have had, like, there's been, like, some stuff in my life that's happened where I'm just, like, genuinely, like, I have no idea what that was. Like, I can't explain what just happened. But at the same time, like, that happens so much that, like, and there's so much stuff that we don't know that there could just be an explanation that we just don't know about. But I just like to think that it's because there's ghosts. I don't know. I don't. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I do understand what you mean.
Yeah, because it's like a part of me, like, 100% believes that, like, there's certain things that do happen that, like, there's just so much shit that happened, like, there's just no explanation, like, that's just straight up a fucking ghost. And then there's certain things where they're like, no, trust me, it was a ghost, and it was, like, a weather
It's just
balloon.
not.
Yeah, it's just, like, not. Also, I love how I said it's a weather balloon, as if it was.
I know exactly what you're thinking of, though.
Yeah, that's UFO stuff. That's like ghost stuff. Yeah. People are looking up in the sky, seeing a weather balloon, and going, "Oh my god, it's a ghost!"
Oh my god, it's a ghost.
But yeah, like there is definitely, like, a part of me that thinks, because there's also a part of me that, like, I'm not religious, but I want to be. You know, like, I really wish that I was, like, extremely religious. because it would just, I feel like it would just make my life so much more simpler. Um, but this is like believing in supernatural things is like kind of just a way of doing that without going to church every Sunday. And like I don't know, it's one of those things where it just there's no answer, and there probably will never be an answer. It's just kind of whatever people think, and I choose to believe it maybe sometimes exists. Who knows?
I would kind of like to believe there are ghosts, but like my mind is just like, no, you know better.
Yeah,
you know
that's
there's probably an
yeah, like
explanation.
oh, ooh, wizard, bro. How did I in half an hour? Okay, actually 50 minutes. I have a tier 10 wand, tier 4 tome, tier 11 robe, and tier 4 parry speed. Like I actually have a, I actually have like a good set already. But yeah, no, it's like it's the same thing as like aliens, which aliens to me is
Okay, I feel like
way
aliens
easier.
more like objective. Like
Yeah,
the
no,
answer is yes.
aliens
They're
is
probably out there somewhere.
yeah, aliens is a completely different answer. Now that I like say that out loud, aliens is nowhere near, because it's the thing that I mean. I'm sure a lot of people said it, but it was my dad who like told it to me the first time I heard it. It's
Like
the
the
whole argument
universe
of
is so vast that it
yeah,
would be crazy for there not to be
that
aliens.
was
I
yeah,
think it would be way crazier if there wasn't anything out there.
that's
Like
what
in my
yeah,
opinion.
that was the question. He like that was the thing. Like I didn't know what to think growing up, and then like this was like the defining moment that changed my mind. Was well, there's two things that changed my mind. The first one was my dad just
Crop
straight up
circles, obviously.
yeah, obviously. No, but my dad like asked me a question when we were talking about it at one point, which my dad isn't like some crackhead tin foil hat conspiracy guy, but this just might make it sound like it. That's not who he is. But he said we were having a conversation about aliens just because it got randomly brought up, and he said like what's more crazy to believe, or like what's harder to believe, the fact that in this believed infinite universe that we are completely alone, or is it like extremely crazy and hard to believe that we are not, and that there is something smart, just as smart or smarter than us out there? Like what's harder to believe, the fact that in infinite space we are alone, or that there is something else?
I think it'd be crazy if we were alone, and
Yeah,
also really sad.
yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like because like there's this whole talk of like a planet has to be in the Goldilocks zone to have life on it and stuff, and it's
Yeah,
like
but there's like there's so
exactly
many
yeah,
planets.
yeah, and like that's like the excuse that a lot of people use, but it's like there's millions of
There's more planets than cells in your body. Like,
yeah,
come on.
and it's
There's
like
more planets than cells in everyone's body, probably.
it's so insane, like just the numbers and stuff. Like there's no way that there isn't something else, like. And the other thing that honestly, it's actually the thing that got me super into space and why I chose astronomy at first and then gave up on it because I couldn't do calculus, was because in 7th grade I was in Earth and Space Science, and we did a project about volcanoes, which sounds weird because this is gonna somehow relate to space. There was like we chose like a famous volcano, and we talked about it and like where it sat on a tectonic plate and its history and like all that kind of stuff. A super boring assignment for everybody who had a normal volcano. However,
For everyone that has a normal volcano.
Yeah, I got assigned the volcanoes of Io. Io is either Saturn or Jupiter's moon. It's the planet that has like 47 moons, so I can never remember which one of those two it is. It's either Saturn or Jupiter. But Io is one of its moons that, because of the like it is so far out there, and like all of Saturn / Jupiter's moons are like just literally rocks of ice because there's like no way for anything to heat up out there. Like it's just so cold out there because it's so far from the sun. But Io is the most volcanically active celestial being that we have found yet, like in the universe, because the gravitational pull between the two moons that are near it, which I believe are Europa and one other moon that has like a way more complicated name, if I'm not wrong, literally are like, they're not pulling it apart, but they're pulling on it so strong in like opposite forces that it is heating up Io like so hot that it literally is creating magma and like a bunch of volcanoes and stuff, which was super fascinating to me. And then like I just started looking more into those moons. Apparently, and this might be wrong now, I don't know, then there might be an explanation for it. They're on one of Jupiter's moons, or Saturn, or whichever one, was liquid, flowing liquid on the surface. And they don't know yet if it's water or not, because I don't think they've launched anything on top of it, so they can't tell for sure, but they think it is water. Obviously not drinkable water, because it's probably contaminated with, like, whatever the hell is in, you know, what's there.
Yeah.
But it was one of those neighboring moons of Io that, in turn, because it, like, they're pulling on Io so much and it's causing that to heat up, those other two moons that are on the other side are not nearly as hot, but they're not also, like, complete just, you know, ice. There was, like, liquid that they found that was, like, unexplainably red, and, like, they found out it was because it contained rust, like, in whatever it was.
This is oxygen.
Which, yeah, either means there's oxygen, or, but the issue was there wasn't, like, metal. Like, there wasn't any way for there to be, like, there might have been, like, some, but, like, the entire, like, liquid was, like, blood red. And they, like, there wasn't nearly enough to make it like that. So they were like, what is causing this? And, a few years ago, probably like 10 years ago by now, they found this random, like, well of water in Antarctica that was blood red. And they found out through testing the water and stuff that there are microorganisms in that water that, in one of their, like, off or byproducts, secrete the same type of compound as rust to churn the water that color. So the main theory of why the liquid on that moon is that color is because those same, like, microorganisms, or if not something similar, are in that water as well, or that liquid, and they're doing the same thing to it. Obviously, could be a completely different reason, but in my head, that's the one that makes the most sense. Is, like, that something slightly exists. Especially if that moon is still pretty, you know, still too cold to inhabit, but isn't completely frozen over and is still able to have flowing liquid because of, you know, the, like, close proximity to the gravitation, blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, it would make sense that, I mean, look at the Earth. The Earth was a complete fucking mess when life started popping up. Like, it was just a complete ball of
Water.
hell.
Or that, yeah.
Because, like, there was water, yeah, but, like, the atmosphere,
like,
and all that stuff wasn't, like, fully formed yet. It's like, it wasn't like it is now. So, like, it's not that far-fetched to say that microorganisms are there, because they have a extremely high survivability rate. I can't think of, rate isn't the right word, but you know what I mean.
They're very durable.
Yeah, yeah. Just stuff like that, where it's like, there's already proof that, like, microorganisms can exist there, and, like, Mars, there's proof that there's water on Mars and stuff. Like, there's already proof of planets in our solar system and like other celestial bodies in our solar system that could technically have inhabited life or do inhabit life. And it's so far-fetched that somewhere else in the infinite universe, in the 3 billion years that it took for humans to evolve, that nothing else
How
has
was the
evolved to
universe
our
like
level.
13 billion years old?
13 billion years. We'll go with that. I was going with the age of Earth. Let's go with the age of the universe. 13 billion years it took for humans to evolve and become a thing. That not a
It'd be
single
ridiculous if nothing
other...
else did
Yeah,
that.
because it didn't even... Technically, it didn't take... Wow. Okay.
It
So...
only took
Oh?
like
Oh, okay, this is an 03 now. Okay. Anyways, sorry, back to what we were talking about.
it only took like what 10 million years for life on Earth to start after like it like the second it could have started it did pretty much.
Yeah, and when it did in like full force.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing too, is that... Oh my god, wait a minute, this could be sick. It's Luke Oryx. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Um, it's one of those things where it's like... There's Earth that is it's a newer planet. Like it's not like we're on one of the oldest planets in the universe. It is a newer planet. It's 3.6 billion years old or something like that. I can't remember exactly how old.
Yeah.
Compared to the universe is like 13 point something. Like it's a baby compared to the universe. But like it took 3.6 billion years for the Earth to like cool down and form whatever. It took... Sorry, 3.6 billion years ago is when the Earth was made, and then it took, 3.5 some odd billion of those years, or however many billions of years, to make life. But
Yeah.
that's because it took 8 billion years to even start the planet in the first place. Like, going back to, whatever planets started in the first... Like, there's so much space and so much area that, like, there's no way there was not another single planet that was not in that same zone as Earth in a different galaxy that had that same, like, start. Like, there's no way.
Somewhere out there's definitely something.
Yeah.
There's gotta like there's no way.
This conversation started with ghosts, and now we've been talking about aliens for like 20 minutes. Like,
It's crazy. I just think it would be literally ridiculous if nothing was out there.
yeah, no, like it would yeah, it would have just, yeah, no, it would.
It would be quite
crazy.
mind blowing.
So anyways, I guess we gotta keep talking until this 03 is done, because it's technically the first 03 of the character, so I want to like
Yay!
show it.
03.
So like, what's your thoughts on the social-economic crisis in Canada?
They're having that?
I don't know. I don't know. What's your thoughts on Tom Brady retiring?
How old is he? Like in his 40s?
He's 46, I believe.
Yeah.
He'll be 47 pretty soon here.
Literally crazy that he had a career that long.
I think it's about fucking time. Like,
Yeah.
and this time apparently it is like for good. Like he came out himself and said that this time it's for good. Which is just is a testament to how fucking insane of a human he is to have to explain to people that no, this 46-year-old man is actually done with this. Like,
That's it, guys. I'm not getting tackled anymore. Sorry.
like this guy that is older than my dad is done playing football. Like, it is insane. Like, we've been alive for a shorter amount of time than he's been playing football.
Dude, that's insane.
And he's like just now retired. And he's one of those people, like him and like LeBron James, like Steph Curry, like he's one of those people where I'm gonna like have kids and I'm gonna look back like, bro, it was so cool to watch him play, like just the stuff he would do. Like,
Yeah.
actually, I don't think I'll talk about the stuff that Tom Brady did because he's a really fucking boring quarterback, just really successful. Um, but like, he's one of those people where it's like, it was so cool growing up watching him play because like, we're literally watching the actual
You're watching,
greatest,
like,
probably
yeah.
like not even just the greatest NFL player, like one of the greatest sports players of all time, like one of the most
It's
successful
like
sports
with
players.
Steph Curry. Like, it's weird that you're watching what is possibly the best point guard and most successful three-point shooter of all time happen, like, right in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. Like out of all of the people that you didn't watch, like you are during the time that it happens, which it's funny because that happens like with every generation. Like it's gonna happen with Patrick Mahomes. People that are growing up with Patrick Mahomes, it's probably gonna like I'm sure that he will get to that conversation. That it's gonna be like a LeBron James, Michael Jordan esque thing.
See, that's a bad conversation though,
That is a terrible conversation, yeah. And
because
I'm fully
one
on
of them
Michael Jordan.
has 6 championships and the other has 1.
I don't think is that true?
Yeah,
Who has the one?
LeBron James.
He's won. No, he's won more than one. He's 100% won more than one. He has multiple rings. I can't.
Where?
I don't know. I
He
can't
has one in
Google.
Cleveland,
He has one.
right?
Yeah. He also won with the Lakers.
Oh, okay, he's 2.
And a part of me kind of wants to say, I don't know. He was
No, he does
there.
not have 3. He
No,
does not have
he
3.
doesn't. He doesn't have the rings, but he was there, and like he was in that like area of play. Oh shit, we gotta. Okay, well, this is gonna be. Never mind. I'm crazy. I only got hit once, and then I got paralyzed and almost died. Never mind. Anyways, we got a third encounter or second encounter. Second encounter. Anyways, it's one of those things where it's like there's no way to compare them because they played. They didn't even play in 2 different times. They were in the league at the same time, but
Yeah.
like there's no way to compare them because they both did completely different things. But like to me, Michael Jordan will always be the greatest player of all time because he was not only like insane on offense like LeBron is, but he was also insane on defense too. Like he was extremely good on
His
both sides of the
defense
ball.
was just unmatched.
Yeah, like he was just insane at the game and was the main reason. He wasn't like along for the ride for 6 rings. No, he won 6 rings. Like it was
He
him.
was the 6 rings.
Yeah, like okay, I'm not sticking with this group. There's 10 people left because of that counter. Uh-oh. Now we got a third. Alright. Uh-oh. I did that bad.
Yeah, beat Destroyer.
Oh, well, I guess that's... oh, okay then. That was bad. I haven't had to do Elite Orcs counters in so long that I was so underprepared for what was happening right there. But yeah, that'll be the end of this episode. I guess. And, well, there will be more tomorrow.